No one was injured in this fire, but one unit was completely destroyed. This came from this unit right back here, and 2 other units suffered major damage. This just days before Christmas. This morning, he came up to this front door and pounded to let the homeowner know, hey, I'm here. They grabbed things like these baseball bats here, and they were smashing mailboxes, climbed into her car, shut the door, and started the ignition when a man wearing a mask and carrying a gun pushed her into the passenger seat of her own car. She allegedly approached a young man through this fence, pulled out a gun, and fired 1 shot. The bullet struck the ground right here in between the boy's legs. One man says he looked out his window, looked up in the sky, and he could see the twister, the funnel cloud, just barreling down on his house. He was heading northbound on Interstate 45 here when he ended up in the exit lane. He tried to merge out of that lane, lost control of his car, came speeding through this parking lot, and crashed right into this building. He was raking some leaves when he bent down to pick up those leaves and put them in the trash can. He says something bit him in the hand. The little girl wearing pink and white tennis shoes, that's something that stuck in my mind, was bleeding from her cheek. I could see her, and she was alert, and she was conscious, and she was obviously visibly shaken. Today they reached a point inside that mine where they had hoped to find at least a few of the miners, but instead they found another wall of this debris. Fort Hood is the largest military post in the country with an average of 60,000 troops constantly coming in and out. This is my new ride.
Yeah, right.
Don't you like my new ride?
Yeah.
It's scary when your photographer is wearing a bulletproof vest. We had just come around this corner over here when we heard officers yelling on their 2-way radios to be careful because shots were being fired. In fact, one witness tells us 1 bullet hit this Citgo sign up here. And remarkably, in the end, only 1 person was hit by a bullet, and it's the suspect police were aiming for. The chase lasted less than 30 minutes. It started north of Houston in Shenandoah near the Woodlands. Inside this white car are 3 people at the center of a statewide Amber Alert. Andrea Allen, her 4-year-old daughter Kiara, and Andrea's boyfriend Jeremy Robertson, who police say had a shotgun pointed at his girlfriend's head as he forced her to run from police.
They have a suspect who's already engaged in deadly conduct, who does obviously not want to be apprehended, who has innocent citizens in the vehicle with them, and has already fired upon other citizens.
Authorities knew this chase had to end quickly. Watch as Robertson fires 2 shots at a truck that pinned the car against a concrete median. Several other cars were sideswiped.
He's getting ready to change lane. I'm like, no, don't do that, because he fixing to hit us. As soon as I yelled and said he fixing to hit us, pow, he hit us.
As pursuing officers get close to the car, Robertson kicks out the back window. The car then swerves into the median and keeps going. But seconds later, they crashed into the back of a truck. Look closely and you'll see Allen is thrown from the vehicle. That's her in the middle of Interstate 45. Next, witnesses say officers moved in and they started shooting.
Bam, 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 bam. Everybody trying to duck cover, and the bullet hit this and almost hit us.
This bullet landed just feet from Eddie Huntsberry's car.
Yeah, I'm trying to duck for cover. I don't want to get hit by a bullet.
Thought they was going to shoot me. Yeah, they came out with the rifles and stuff and with the revolvers and started shooting.
And that man was driving the truck that finally brought this chase to an end when he was rear-ended. Police then moved in and shot and killed Robertson, but his ex-girlfriend and her daughter are still recovering tonight. My colleague Brian Korsgaard joins us now with more on their conditions tonight.